Hi, I'm B-Boy Bill, and this is Building the Yard, Episode 5. Well, not a ton to report this week, guys, but I did want to let you know I got some queens going. And I did that by making some splits earlier in the week. It actually, 1 week ago today, on Sunday, I pulled the hives apart and tried to find a queen and make some splits. And one thing was in the big hive, or the mother hive, not the big hive, but the mother hive, I could not find the queen. So I just did a 1-for-1 split. I took some eggs, made sure there's eggs in both, threw some bees in both, and let them rip. I did end up finding this old queen cell, and I'm not exactly sure where it came from, but I'm almost certain that it was from last year because this hive had plenty of fresh eggs in. If this was a new virgin queen hatch, there wouldn't be any eggs in this hive. The other thing I can figure is maybe this is a fresh queen cell that they haven't capped over yet, which is entirely possible, I guess. So I'm not ruling that one out, but I did not think about it this day when I was working in the hive. I figured this must be a queen cell from previous years. And since there was only one, it's probably unlikely that it is a fresh one because they usually build a few of them at a time. Now, the interesting thing that happened was that the main hive, the mother hive, started making queen cells, and there's probably 5 or 6 on this frame here. And what I'm going to do next, this coming week, is I'm going to cut these and make some more splits with them, and put some frames of bees and some frames of brood in there, and put the queen cell in, and hopefully get a lot more hives out of it than just 1-to-1. This was important to get going because here in New York, right now we're heading into the peak of swarm season. Probably today and this week is going to be our peak, and that means the bees are very actively making queens and splitting themselves. And so I didn't want to get behind on that because this is the opportune time to do that. So we're going to be right on schedule with the natural swarm patterns, and I'll put the picture up right here. This is from Tom Seeley's paper on swarms, and this is in my area, not exactly in my area, but New York. He is over in Cornell, where he did most of his research on the swarm patterns. So this is the swarm pattern, and you can see the end of May here, beginning of June, which we're heading into in another week and a half, is the highlight of the swarm season. It's the peak. And then it fades down as we get closer to July. And then basically there is nothing, very, very small amount of swarms through July and the beginning in August. And that's because there's a lot less nectar going on here. So it's basically a dearth in that period. And the bees are not expanding, and they're not splitting. But when we get into August, or middle of August, you can see the swarms start picking up. And partly that is because our goldenrod starts coming in September, and the bees, and there's also another plant, I can't tell you the name of it, but towards the end of August and the beginning of September, we start getting goldenrod and some fall plants that pump out a bunch of nectar, and the bees take it upon themselves to split again. So I wanted to get the issue with that is, by the time all that happens, the swarm and the bees, start a new colony, getting the comb build up, they really don't have enough time to establish themselves for winter. So that's why I want to get all mine done before, hopefully before the end of June, and then hopefully I won't have to do any feeding because I got a ton of honey I can throw in on frames. So that's the plan, and this is where we're at. So hopefully between these two hives, I'm going to have a bunch of nukes ready, and I'm going to get back in here this week, and I'm going to cut these queen cells out and make some more hives, and I'll let you guys know how we did. I'm B-Boy Bill, and thanks for watching.